Well, welcome back. Well, since episode one ended, I have done some collecting out here, farming whatever I find. I'm going to eat this blueberry because they rot so quick. I did make another fire starting kit, and I do still have three grubs. I have some fibers, and I was working on things that I need for to make the bow. Luckily, we have four arrows already we found, and as you can see, we can now make a bow. So boom, we'll get that working, and that allows you to get things like chickens, and you see there's one right there. If you hit a chicken or a rabbit, you'll kill it, or well, it'll be nearly dead. It's like wounded, I guess you would say, because you have the ability to either kill it or bring it back and put it in your chicken coop. But in the beginning of the game, we're desperately in need of those feathers and also the protein. It's not the best protein in the world, quantity wise and quality wise, but it's something. Fish works really well. So as you see, we now have our bow. As you can see though, we have no arrows, so we only have four arrows to work with. And as you can see over there, see that chicken straight out in front of me? This game, you don't have like a bullseye, a little dot, a circle. So everything is kind of, you just got to do it. And then over time, you get the hang of it. So if you hit C, and just like that, I let them a little bit. When you look at your chicken, it's still alive. But here you can kill it, but make sure you kill it before that runs out, because I think it'll start rotting. So now this is a dead chicken. You can butcher it, and you get there, and you also get two feathers, which you need to make these. So I just need to make a little bit of that. It would be good to you do a couple of them anyway. So that used up those feathers, and will give us a couple more arrows to kill something with. Now these are protein bars. It has a good bit of protein, helps your hunger. Water is not such a big problem in this game, but I'm going to go ahead and eat this protein bar to get that get this level up, and which in turn gets your hunger to go back up. Now I'm not too bad on the fruits and vegetables, but I wanted to show you what an apple will do. That gives you an incredible 24 hunger, 12, 3 hydration. So let's eat this, and you can watch this thing just go up even farther. I try to put everything together when I do have to make a fire. I do have grubs, I do have a fishing pole, so we want to go over here and see what we need. I just need one cordage, and we'll go ahead and make a fire. Go over here and get this fiber since I see it laying here. You have to be careful, as you saw where I was killed by a wolf. I wasn't sure if fire in this particular game keeps the wolves at bay, so to speak. They're afraid of the fire, but not so much, I found out. I think I'll go.
I found a way to backwash without flooding the patio. Oh, sorry.
Just kind of stay here on this rock. You can kind of see I guess I need to go. Yeah. If you follow, I think I'm going to go over to this area right here. Just going to follow the beach down and get kind of over there. I'm trying to get away from this wintry area. I don't know if that'll make a difference when nightfall comes, but worth a shot. And this is kind of how you want to move over the long haul. You do see your stamina going down, but it doesn't go down a lot very quickly. You can top every bit, let that kind of settle back down, and then when it's going back up, as you can see, it's back up 82, 83. So hit that shift key, and you can make some good distance running this way, and you're not using up all your proteins and your fruits and vegetables and water. Beach is always a good place for boxes, medicinal plants, fiber, as you've seen. So we'll stop here, let our stamina go up. I'm going to go ahead, well, we'll do that blueberry up here. And there's a box. What was that? Bear. Don't want to be too close. Get the fiber. Get the plant. Get the fiber. Well, let's go over here. Well, the bear's pretty close. I don't want to mess with a bear. Get your fiber. If you get a rabbit, you also get a piece of cloth. And larger animals, of course, you get steaks and lots of cloth, I guess. There's a box over there too. There's a plant. See the different green carrots? You can also save the seeds and plant it later on. But like I said, sometimes in the beginning, it's more important to stay alive than it is to plant a garden, because you just don't have anything in place to do such thing. There's a box up here. As you see, the sun's going down. Ooh, matches. Always a good thing to get. So let's head over here. Let's get this scrap iron real quick and this fiber. Oh, we let our stamina run down. There's a bear over there, so we'll go this way. Have to run softly for a bit. This would be pretty good timing. We'll get over here. We'll make our tackle, and there's the rocks we saw on the map. And as you see over here, hopefully we're going in the warmer direction. There's a wolf over there. So. Okay, let's make this thing. We're going to make our tackle. Then we're going to make that. We have matches. I'm going to save those, and I have a fire starting kit. I do have some fuel too, and we've got a piece of chicken, a couple of blueberries, and hopefully we'll have some fish here in a moment, and a carrot. Can't forget the carrot. And we can go ahead and see about sometime when the light is fading, it's hard to see that bobber at times. So what we'll do is we'll take care of everything. We'll start that fire. We'll be able to keep warm. We'll cook our fish. We'll cook our chicken. And we'll also boil some of that water so we can drink it. Just like real fishing, sometimes takes a bit. See, don't do that. I knew I was doing it when I did it. Oh my God, I suck. So let's get, we got our fire already, so I'm just going to put it, how about right there. Okay. We got our igniter. We're going to need some wood. So I'll do this one half. We'll put this here. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing, but fuel. So we can put our chicken here. I can do my get this water boiling. See, there's a carrot seed there. See how that's dying already, but that gives a good bit of vegetables. As you see, these are 13. So I have these three things. So what we're going to end up doing is eating a piece of chicken, 2 blueberries, and a carrot. And as you see, these aren't as bad. Our fruits and vegetables and our water. Hunger is getting down there. So, okay, the chicken's done. The water's done. I'll put another, fill up the fire box, the wood box. So, bon appetit. You see where our numbers are. So let's do the protein. It's the lowest, and you can see that adds a good bit to our, putting our hunger back up. We're going to do a carrot. And also we're going to do 2 blueberries. And to wash it down with, we're going to get us a drink. And I will put this canteen right back in the water. So put that back up here, and I still have 2 grubs, so I do need one of each of those, one of these, one of these. Yeah, as my finger hit that button, I knew it was not what I should be doing. So let's get us a nice fish here. And you see this is a nice little area here. Right along the shoreline there. And we don't see the snow over that way and over here, but I think we do need to keep moving eastward. Yeah, kind of following this. Maybe find some warmer ground. So, what we're going to do is make another tackle. I also suffer from essential tremors in my hand, so Sometimes my fingers get twitchy. There we go. So 3. And we're going to hold that right. Try this again. It's teasing. There you go. Now I've showed you how not to do it a couple times and show you how to do it a couple times. That's another little one. Yep. Another little. Get your E there, get your little tiny fish. But we will take it. This is done, so we can throw our fish in. You can see that's only 8 protein. If you can't eat fish raw and not get, I don't believe you get poisoned. I did eat some chicken one time, the first time I played, and that wasn't a good idea because I got food poisoning. And these medicinal plants, herbs you can use them up here for, all sorts of things. I really haven't had enough to worry about building all these. I do make bandages a couple times. I do make biofuel. This antidote is what you make when you are poisoned. This is pretty easy to get. These are made by using your fish oil and also your medicinal herbs there. So make sure you don't burn your food, especially these little fish and the chicken and that, because you get barely any proteins out of it. And you can see that still, at least it got us up there. So when dawn comes, we can work on getting some, I would like to get some rabbits. So I'm going to go ahead and top off our water because why not? Since we're sitting right here, if you don't run full out constantly, like I said, you won't burn up your food and water so quick. Your bars will go down fast when you're just, all out sprinting. What I typically do in the beginning, at least with these medicinal herbs, I use them to make biofuel because 4 of them make a biofuel. I've been frozen at night trying to survive the night, and you don't have biofuel, you don't have a match, you don't have a fire starter kit because, well, you don't have no biofuel. So it's hard in the beginning for sure. So I like to have as much biofuel as I got. So it's always easy to get the fibers and the wood sticks, but it's not so easy to get biofuel all the time. So I try to collect them. Every time I get 4, make some biofuel. I am going to save this carrot seed for later on. You can also get cotton seeds and different things like that. So I think what I need to do in this particular case is do one more rope. I'll do one more tackle with this one. And as you can see, the dawn's coming up. We're good for right now, but I'll go ahead and make a tackle since we still got a good bit of fuel in the stove. So that we'll see if oh, where's my tackle? Gotta make my tackle. There you go. Once we do that, then if I get a fish, I'll cook it right here. And also, you see the water for the most part is filled. So I'm going to save this water for later. When I have spare pieces, I'll make some extra canteens for right now. but we're good to go. Soon as we get this fish in, cook it, eat it. I'm gonna go looking for chickens for the feathers and also the rabbits for the cloth. And because we need to start a base somewhere, and we're getting to the point that it's another little one. It looks like. Yeah. Sometimes they're whopping big suckers. This thing's a minnow. Save the ash. You're going to need that later on. I'm not for sure exactly what, but I know you should always save your ash because you're going to use it for something. But we want to get a base started, at least get a foundation piece down, get a wall up, at least one roof piece over it. This is almost there. As you can see right here, this basic command unit, this is like a workbench, so to speak. Once you get that put in to your wall, it's also a beacon. If you, for instance, die or you get far from home, you can always look and see. So we're going to eat this piece of fish. That's going to help our protein just a little bit there. And as you can see, all of our bars are looking pretty decent. And as you notice, it's still March. It's 19 degrees Celsius. Hey Google, what is 19 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
19 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, it's 66 out. So, well, let's get down here and get at it. We're gonna, again, a new day comes. We used a lot of wood in the night. Get some wood, and when we find our big tree, we'll get that and also another grub. And just it's a pretty good day already. Did yeah, so you don't want just gonna kind of follow this around. There's a box, and there's our friend Mr. Fiber. Excellent. You see we got a couple of blueberries. We'll watch those, and you just want to make sure you eat them before they go bad if your stats are pretty high. Because of the rogues and the hunters, someplace like this would be a nice place to make a base because you have your water right here for kelp, for fish, for the pearls. And you also have the fence right here, the border. So the hunters and them can't get behind you and build a base. They would like across that waterway and over this way and maybe over that way and maybe over that way, but they at least will not be behind you. I'll take this tree away right here. We gotta craft some more planks, so I might as well go ahead and start doing some of the planks. You need those for building the walls and things like that. So I'm doing 5 right now, and we'll start collecting those. And then when we get to a spot that we like, we will throw a foundation piece down. At least then, when you get all your pieces together, you can, oh, chicken's on the go there. Huh? Look at him, look at him go. I like to go on these overlooks like this. When I make a pickaxe, you'll start collecting this, but not quite ready for that yet. If you get up here, you look down, you can sometimes see fiber, the medicinal plants. You can see that chicken still running over there. Wow, he really got spooked. There's one of those trees over there, so let's go over and I'll grab this one here too. I like this area over there by that big tree. It's kind of pretty flat. We got fence right here behind us. We got a couple of larger trees, and there's 3 larger pines, and then we got this big sucker. And as you see, we got our grub. Yeah, I kind of like this area. It's a little far. I don't have many arrows to waste. There's a box there. Couple boxes, looks like. There's some scrap metal. Anybody see any fiber? Right now, crouching using C. See if I can sneak up on that rabbit. They disappear, and then you gotta wait for them to move again. And look, there's another large tree like that one up there. So that's kind of good to have 2 that close together. So when you're crouching and kind of stalking, you want to watch out for the little bars. Oh, what was that? Is that a bear? Wow, that's a big bear. If we see a rabbit, chicken, anything. I would like a rabbit so I can get some cloth. Don't see anything. There's a fiber right there. So see, and then we got that is that a fiber? If we're getting our inventory stocked up a little bit better anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, don't be afraid to save your game. That way if something happens, you've been saving, so you're not out much. One problem you can run into, oh, there's another big tree. Wow. Now, that's 3 of these right close by. That's great. Always looking for my... We've got 3 grubs again. Getting my woods up there a little bit. So I always need this, so I'm going to go ahead and do 3 of those. Always need sticks. Do like 1, 2, 3 of those. Our numbers are looking okay. If you kind of move slower, and as I said, you don't go through your proteins and fruits and vegetables and water as quick. That may not matter at all. It's always good to get biofuel. That might not matter later on in the game, but in this early part of the game, that can be the difference between life and death. So, get our medicine, get our box. Here's a nice little cave area. This would be kind of a good place for a first base, maybe. How is this over here? It's got this little overhang thing. I guess at least you'd be, if you didn't have a roof, you'd be dry. That's a benefit, definitely. Here's another box. Like those blueberries are getting rotten, so another box. Always look on top of these things. Sometimes you get lucky. You can actually use an axe. It just takes a long time, whereas a pickaxe is just about 5 hits. And you know, this. Where's the water's right over there? I'm gonna head over there toward the water, see if there's any. Don't get too close to that. I just wanna. Working my way over to the water. There's a fiber right in front of me. I like taking advantages of these higher areas. You can also crouch, and you could probably get a little closer to animals. As you see, that's got 120 hit points, that wild boar, or whatever it is. Oh boy. Got another match. That's great. If I could get, wish I could a chicken. There's a fiber in a box. Let's go ahead and eat all of these because they're about to get rotten. So you'd see that filled up that fruits and veggie line. You still got ways to go here on our proteins, but overall, not too bad considering it's raining out. We got us a chicken. Let's go get this fiber. Get this fiber. And this fiber. Love it. I think we need to go back to this little cave area. See him right there? You see him now. There he is. Ah, he sensed me, I guess. Get this fiber. Get this fiber. Oh, that's, pretty windy out. What's that called? Hey, don't get this tree. Chicken. Get out of this rain. I kind of like it way over here. So, we'll get that going. We got matches. I'm going to go ahead and butcher this. And I'm going to butcher this one. So we got 2 pieces of chicken. I've got 4 grubs now, so doing pretty good on those. So we're going to hit 7. I'll do it on the side of the hill. So in this case, I'm just going to use a match for the ignition. We know we got chicken. We know we got more chicken. So we're going to cook those pieces of chicken. We need some wood. And I'll drop that down to, and we'll ignite. And we'll have some protein here in a minute. That'll get this up some. I would recommend save your game. That way if something happens, it's nice right here because we don't really have to worry about doing a roof or anything like that, and we're close to the water. We got this fire going. You want to make sure you keep track of your chicken, and the small fish go from medium to burnt real quick. So these are done. Take them off the fire immediately. Make sure you save your at. So you see where our protein is and our hunger bar. So we're going to go ahead and eat one, eat two. That's going to help get our hunger bar up pretty far. If I had to, I could eat these as an emergency, but all four of them would only give me 16 protein, so you're better off using them to catch a fish. Well, this is episode 2. I will see you back for episode 3. We'll keep on keeping on.